Sasha hated sand, the way it stuck to things for weeks. So when Maddie shared a surf trip on Expedia Trip Planner, he hesitated. Then he added a hotel with a cliffside pool to the plan, and they both spent the week in the water. You were made to follow your whims. We were made to help find a place on the beach with a pool and a waterfall and a soaking tub and, of course, a great shower. Expedia, made to travel. Ben hadn't had a decent night's sleep in a month. So, during one of his restless nights, he booked a package trip abroad on Expedia. When he arrived at his beachside hotel, he discovered
What's up, y'all? Fixing to do that practice thing, you know how that goes. Thank you for coming along. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Don't screw this up too bad. I'm sure I will jerk things off at least once. So, yeah, I'll be fun. There should be auto. Canopy. Nose. Canopy. Alright, brakes are set. Trim. Set. Center view. What's up, Magic? How you doing, brother? Nose up, over. Settle down. Oh. Hold it. Just doing that demo thing. You know how it goes. 1,000. First maneuver is a birdie pass. Stupid trees are right in the damn way. Whoa, Big Daddy. Okay, that was dumb. Yeah, brother. Dom Nom! What's up? I already killed it. Ah. Love you, Big Daddy. Miss your face, brother. Main menu. Select roll. Here. Let's get this set up again. Ground crew, connect air. Connect air. Ground crew, connect air.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Ground crew, apply air. I hate this thing when it doesn't listen. Ground crew, apply air.
Chief, apply ground air supply.
I think I hadn't streamed it forever.
Air is now applied.
Alright, let's give it some gas and a little bit of that. We have fuel flow. We have ignition. Need to flip this switch, and now that is right my damn way. Sorry, give me a second here, fellas. This one? This one. Kinda. Sorry. Has to do with the VR thing. Alright, back in. I am good. Just me. Solo. Doing a solo routine. Remember the F-5 demo I used to do? Doing that one. Current group, apply air.
Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Give it some gas. We hit the starter. We have fuel flow. We have pressure. We have ignition. Let it go. Those are just display planes right there. That button. Ground group, disconnect air. Ground group, disconnect air.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Trying to remember all this stuff. Probably should just go up for some timing passes first, since I haven't flown in a minute. Alright. Let's see, where's my, there it is. So how y'all been? Dom, what have you been up to, man? I haven't seen you in a bajillion years. All those pretty sitting there. Okay, as we're taxiing, left and right smokes are on. Select jettison is selected. Oxygen is on. All the lights are on just because SAS is on. Canopy and goes to Acceleration starts. Canopy comes goes, nose comes up, mirrors come on. Brakes are set. Final checks, SAS is on, nose is on. Flaps are set in auto. Set, that's set. As desired, all set. Power. So it starts rolling, release the brakes. Don't you start doing that. This one's live. 150 sticks in the back. This comes up. Positive right gear, roll. Settle. Into the runway, roll. Level. Climb to 3,000. Burners are still plugged in. Markers just 3,000 feet rolling in. Off the power. Stay on the power a little bit. Make sure the brake isn't in. Just a marker. 50 feet. So turn around. This one on. Smoke off. There's our way. Hold up. So looking for 3,000 feet. Marker spotted. And idle. This would be a double aileron roll. Weird that it wound up farther out on this one than I do on the other one. Back in on the power. 2 mil. Feet. This one's on. Pop, roll, set. Two clamps go off. Set. Should be on that. 3,000 idle, rolling in. High speed pass, let's keep the power in. Knots. From high to low. Off, back to idle. There's the marker. Words out because we're still not slow enough yet. Should be a lot slower. To line. That's more. Settle it, settle it, settle it. Damn it! Damn! Yep, I'm rusty. Main menu. Ground group, connect air.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Ground group, apply air.
Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Air's running. Gas. Igniter. Ignition. There it goes. There we go. Had a hung start there for a second.
Packages by Expedia. You were meant to be in charge of it.
Ground crew, connect air.
Hotels and hammocks for less.
Ground crew, apply air.
Made to
Chief,
travel.
apply ground air supply.
Trip planner.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Igniter. Gas. Fuel flow. Ignition. Off the button. Oxygen. Slightness. Forgetting this thing.
What is Dax, are you?
Maddox. Heading.
Well, I've been looking
Course.
for my phone for
Course. Ground crew, disconnect air.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Auto balance. Remember the auto balance.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Alright. Two engines are running. Lights are as on. SASs are on. Go ahead and start rolling. Screens. As required. Double check the heading get on here. Oh, he's a big dog. Brakes are set, narration starts, nose comes up. Double check SASs, double check smoke. Heading. Heading set, mirrors are on, lights are as required. Power comes up. Brakes come off. speed. Stick back. Right gear, roll it over. Another runway, clear it. Alright, we're looking for 3,000 feet. Keeping the power in. 3,000. Pull the power back. A whole lot on this. Pick it up here. Power into almost down. Let's move on. Push, not much. Center point. Let's move off. Roll it. Roll. Power. 3,000, roll it in. Okay. Back on it. There's the marker. 300 knots, that's where we want to be. Power mill. On the line. Swing on. To those. There's one. Two. Easy, big dog. Off. Easy on those rows. More nose inverted. 3,000 feet. So we're gonna stay in burn. 3,000. Let's roll it. Yeah, it was. For 500 knots. 500 knot flat pass. Probably should keep my altitudes higher. There's 500 knots. But there's no fun in it. So we're getting down here. What's up, y'all? Alright, back off on the power. Hold off to line 90. Roll it back. Air brakes out. Okay, air brake is okay. He's too high still. Alright, that's what I want to hear. Air brakes in. Kinda. It's basically inertia. Give me a second here. It's gonna be noisy here for a few seconds, I'm sorry. Hold us at altitude. Very high alpha. No roll-ups. smoke off. And a burner. Let the nose fall. Whew. Smoke off. And pull. Alright. So what I'm doing is a practice of a demo I used to do way back when for the F-5E-3. There's 3,000. There's my marker. We're going to stay in the burner here for a second. This is a max climb, so we're going to go as low to the ground as we get. And at center point, we're going to pull straight up and climb to 12,000 feet as fast as we can. Stay in middle because we want some power going into it so we get our upper. There's a whole narration that goes with this. Obviously, I can't narrate and fly at the same time. Kind of sucks. Alright. So, we are end. Smoke on. Burner. Hold. Practically straight up. We want to be level because we don't want to get off of ours. Come on, baby. Wait. What you got? Watching our airspeed. Watching our altitude. Follow wing. Push over. There we go. 12,000 feet that fast. We still have smoke on. Go ahead and kill it. Narration will cover all this part here. And gain some speed back. Hopefully we're not too far off the line. Because that wobbling going up kind of screwed me up, I guarantee it. There's 300. Idle. Roll it over. And pull the nose through. Let's see how bad we are. We're not too bad. There's a marker. Hey, we're okay. Not to fix too much. A little fast. That's okay. Start releasing the power in. Then into the slope. Smoke on. This comes up. And off. Stands burner. Ready to turn. This one's fun. 3,000 feet. We're over it because I was too busy not paying attention. Minimum radius turn. So we're gonna get down low. 360 right at center point with the smoke on. And full burn. A little fast, it's okay. Go. Full burner. Smoke on. Roll. As hard as we can without breaking the wings off of it. Try not to gain any altitude. Want it right back on the X. Just like that. Level. Smoke off. Thanks. This one's a 4-point. Eeyore, what is up, my good dude? Next maneuver's a 4-point. We're at 300 knots. Need a little more power here. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate you. Alright, go ahead and go 4-point. This one's not too bad. Smoke's on. Pop it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. End of the runway. Smoke's off. Pull to 3,000 feet. There's our burner. And a burner. This one's just a knife edge. Pass review. Okay, back to idle. Looks good. Alright. This thing doesn't really do a knife edge very well. Yes, sir. Won't demo. Alright. Looking good at 400. We need about another 50 knots. On, goes up, the edge, swing off, back to idle, cut behind the crowd here a little bit, slow down, get her down to about 250 knots or so, 300, 200, we go very fast here. Because this is just a passer. I am an enthusiast. I was actually United States Marine Corps. Served for 5 years as an aviation ordnanceman. Working on using Cobras. As far as flight sim community goes, I got into flight simming to do air shows. My main objective in DCS when I first started was to join a specific team called the Virtual Blue Angels, to which I did. I flew with the Virtual Blue Angels from 2018 to 2022, 23, when I retired. And now I just kind of do my thing as a solo. I started this solo long before I became a Virtual Blue Angel. Alright, pull hard on this one. Let's go power into this. Need some more speed. This one's fun. Alright, so we come back off. At mill, on the line. Smoke on. Idle. Alright, keep the nose going. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. A little off here. Stick back. Okay, we're falling. Come on. Come on. I know you wanna. Come on. Alright, so power on. Too far downrange, which I don't like. I'll have to fix that. Burner. Okay, we lived. Smoke off. So this airplane, I don't know if you've ever done a stall like that. It'll actually, nope, no crash, it was on purpose. It'll do a compressor stall, you go backwards like that, so your engine's quit. So you gotta hope for, to stall 8 point, okay. So we're in for an 8 point now. Sorry, so you gotta hope your engines restart when you come back down. If they don't restart, then yeah, it's a crash. Alright, so 8 point. Let's see if we can do this without dying. Get some speed. We have just a little bit. Smokes on. And let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not too bad. Off the line. This is just going to be kind of a thing. So I already screwed up by forgetting where the hell I was. Let's go ahead and throw the boards out. So we get it slowed down a lot. Again, where's the line? There it is. The smoke's still on? It is. I should probably just turn that off. Alright, so this is called a missed approach. Do something a little funky on it. 3 green. Boards are out. Don't forget to bring them in. You're still way fast, but that's okay. Line up on the runway here. Still fast. Boards in. Get down low, low, low. 4 landing. Here comes up. Going to burner. Stay nose down. Real low on the runway. Clear it. Stay in burner. Alright, so there's the point. That's what we're looking for. There. We're gonna line it up. Ow! As best we can. Coming low and up right over the crowd. We're off. Straight up. Spin it. They actually released it, and I have a friend of mine, Irish Fatty. Somebody want to do a shout out for Irish, that'd be great. Who's gonna redo this again for me? So, board's out. Not in this airplane, no. This airplane has everything you would get if you were to get the if you were to buy the F-5. So no mods. I don't even have the extended smoke mod, which I'd like to give to somebody. But when we're with the Virtual Blue Angels, that was a specific airship mod. Mainly because it's specifically built to do that demo. Come on, stop floating. Goes up. Parachute. Brakes. Release. So steering. When did they unencrypt it? It was earlier this month or last month, one of the two. If you go to the DCS user files, you'll see it. It's there. Not user files, but libraries or whatever the hell they're doing today. Alright, taxi back. Brakes. Where's that thing? There it is. I don't know about that. I know they have a skin template now. If that's what you're talking about. Option 2. Option 1. As far as demos go, you don't really need much on this one. If you're doing to do formation and stuff, you may want to use a lot of curve in it because it is oversensitive and roll and pitch. Yeah, for sure. Time. Alright, we're gonna do watch back and watch the 4 times I crashed the goddamn thing. And the 1 time I actually did it right. Except for the info pass. I didn't do the first number. Sit down. Alright. Nice parking. Okay, so I'll be right back. We're going to switch over to flat screen, watch all this garbage back, take notes, and I don't know. We'll see how late it gets after that. Be right back.
Yeah, four's not enough. You'll fight basic.
Don't go away.
Oh, you do it. Okay.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't think I should put any more on
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
It's funny, I usually hit just behind the crowd one. I very rarely have as many troubles as I did tonight. Tonight I can definitely tell I had not flown for a minute. It definitely showed.
Chief, apply ground air supply.
Aircraft labels.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Aircraft labels. Aircraft labels. Thank you. Oh, you got a reverb. Nice. Good job. Keeps doing that, but that will do.
Chief, apply
That's a
ground
damn
air
good deal,
supply.
man. You loving it?
Copy. Air is now applied.
VR's a life changer, brother. Track IR is a game changer. VR is a life changer. 100%. Yeah, I thought so. But didn't you go back to Track IR, or was that just, what's his name? Hate to fast forward this, because I tried fast forward and I'm sure I'll screw it up. Just for heavy loaded servers until I get things. Definitely takes all the money. And then some. The new one? Yeah. It's almost as bad as the
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
F-14 was when it first came out.
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
The F-14, when you jumped in, it was a slideshow. You got the F-18 in the 60s. Like this for the air shows. The F-5 is worth it also. The F-5 is neat because nobody else does the gun, right? So you look at it, you have the virtual Blue Angels. There's actually two teams that are freaking arguing for that spot, right? So there's all your F-18s. You got a bunch of F-18 solos, east, west, whatever, right? You got the F-16s, you got the virtual Thunderbirds. You have 3 or 4 F-16 solos, right? You got all of those. That seems what everybody kind of tries to gravitate to, right? So the F-5, the only other people doing the F-5, as far as a team goes, is the Patrolli Swiss, right? So nobody's doing any solo for virtual payload. Yeah, L-39's virtual Patriots. That's right. So what you want to do in the air show, especially in the DCS world, is look for an airplane that nobody's doing. Right? If nobody's doing it, that's what you want to demo. And all you got to do is crawl into the manual that comes with the manual, right? You go in there and you start reading through it, find out what its capabilities are, and see what you can showcase. Right? For helicopters, like auto rotations, flying backwards, rotation down the runways, different things like that, or like as far as aircraft, like nobody's showcasing. I don't know, the F-86 or any of the MiGs, right? There is a Russian team that does one of the things, but yeah, so if you're going to do a solo, look for something nobody else is flying. And that'd be my recommendation. And then showcase that, and then you'll get invited to air shows. Because otherwise you're competing with somebody doing the same demo or a like demo as you. I think it's boring.
You were made to be rechargeable.
Saber, there you go.
We were made to package flights and hotels and hammocks for less.
I don't know.
Expedia.
Knight used to do he did a really good F-15 solo, the F-15C. I don't know if anybody's doing an F-15, the new F-15 demo. I think somebody was doing a Phantom. There was an F-14 demo for a while. So yeah, that'd be my recommendation. Just find what somebody's not doing, and then go learn the hell out of that airplane. And then put a demo together, and there you got it. Otherwise, you're competing with other teams that have been around way longer than you. And it's like hitting your head against the wall. There's no sense in it. Or, a lot of those teams are always hiring, man, so go try to get, apply to them. Go fly on. If you want to fly the F-18, go talk to the virtual Blue Angels or the DCS Blue Angels or somebody like that. You don't know how? It's simple. You go to let me find it. You go to that, and you wait for them to announce that there's a show. When there is, you tell them you want to be in it. You submit to be in it, right? They'll give you a website you go to. You'll fill it out, and then they'll have you submit a quality assurance video. So you'll need a streamer, you'll need a narrator, maybe somebody to run your music, something like that. You submit that to them, and they'll tell you, yeah, you're in the show, or no, you're not. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's usually there's two main shows, sometimes 3 a year. First one's an offshore one. The second one's the big one at VFAT. So there used to be more. No problem. This is my first crash of the night. crashing around. So see, even those of us that have done this for years and years and years still do stupid shit. We still make dumb mistakes. Just try to figure out what we did, fix it, and try not to do it again. Beautiful thing about DCS, you crash, you start over. Don't get frustrated, just keep going. So at this point, I'm like, you know what, let's just do some
Connect
clear
ground air supply.
flat passes. Just do clearing,
Copy.
smoke on, smoke off, clear.
Ground air supply is now
and
connected.
Smoke off, smoke on, clear, smoke on, smoke off. But what I did was, just like, if you notice the show and once you hear the narration, you'll see it. It's like everything is fast and slow. So a high-speed
Apply
maneuver,
ground air
slow-speed
supply.
maneuver, high-speed maneuver, slow-speed
Copy.
maneuver.
Air is now
Alternate,
applied.
mostly directions, but sometimes not. But you'll get it. So that was would have been high speed. So that we go to the 500 knot and then turn around for a slow speed, which is 130 knots or slower, right? So that's that big nose up deal. And I lost control of that one and crashed it. And then decided to, third time was a charm. And here we are. So we get to watch me crash at least one more time before we get to what I just did a minute ago. So. This is all about it. I mean, this is all
Ben
part of it. Right?
hadn't had a decent night's sleep in a month.
I usually have a notepad. In fact, I
During
do.
one of his restless
I'm not
nights,
taking notes
he
tonight
booked a
because I
package
knew I
trip
was
abroad on
worth
Expedia.
of shit tonight, but
When he arrived at his beachside
it's right here.
he discovered a miraculous bed slung
So my
between
notepad,
two trees and
the
fell
pen is right
into
here.
the best sleep of his life.
And whenever I make mistakes, like this, if this was an
We
actual
made
like
two package
practice
flights and
night,
hotels and
I'd be
hammocks
writing
for
down,
less.
okay, on this
Expedia
line, or I didn't set
made
this
to
switches
travel.
right, or I
Packages
forgot
by
altitude.
Expedia.
Like on that last one, I forgot to
You
set
were
my
made to be
altitude. My
rechargeable.
altimeter set
Chief,
everything else,
apply
but I
ground
didn't
air
set my
supply.
altitude.
We were made to package
So
flights
my
and
Copy.
numbers were kind of weird.
and
So I
hammocks.
had to
Air
play
is
with
now
it.
applied.
Expedia.
So
Made to travel.
yeah, or smoke was too soon. Smoke
You
didn't
were
turn
made
the
to
smoke
have
off.
strong opinions about
I
sex.
was 10 feet
We
high,
were made to help
right?
you and
Little
your friends
things.
find
You
a
start
place on
really
the beach
nitpicking. I
with
was
a
10
pool
feet
and
high on this
clean
pass.
water waterfall
I need to
and
get
a
down
swimming
to
pool.
this altitude.
Expedia.
My numbers
Made
I
to
need to get more on.
At AT&T,
Just
we
keep
confidently
whittling
guarantee
away
our
from it.
deals,
Always
unlike,
be critical,
hey,
critical,
I ordered
critical.
the crab.
Yes, that
Because
is
you'll
crab,
never fly
C-R-A-B.
perfect ever.
It stands
Ever.
for carrot, rice,
Right?
and
You'll
broccoli.
try to.
It's vegan.
You'll just never do it.
Crab being crab, not
So
guaranteed.
you always
Know what
try to
AT&T
improve,
guarantees?
right?
The deals
So
you
that it
want
just
with your
becomes
choice of
all
the most
second
popular
nature.
brands,
On the
like
ground,
Samsung
as
Galaxy
a
S25
you know
Ultra. 'Cause
somebody
we give
watching the
crab.
show or a
Offers
spectator,
vary by
you're like,
device,
that's the
coverage,
best thing I ever
supply,
saw.
subject to change. Visit
But
AT&T.com/Samsung
in
for
your mind, the
details.
way you saw it,
AT&T,
you've made a
connecting
mistake on
changes
every
every
turn.
day.
You saw everything. Your altitude was off. Your speeds were off. Your clears were wrong. All that. You saw all that. You wrote it down so that the next time you don't make that mistake twice.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
My biggest thing is I'll put out like the air brakes, and since this thing doesn't have an indicator, I'll forget about it. Like now, see how the air brakes are out? They shouldn't be. And that's all because I didn't cycle the switch because I missed it on my checklist. So I would write that down. Dummy, put your damn air brakes in. Because it definitely makes a dirty roll on takeoff a lot harder if you have air brakes out. Just saying. Normally, I would also leave the flaps all the way up. I've been flying with them in auto. The tricky part whenever you have auto flaps that just kind of do their thing at certain speeds is that it can change the parameter of what your aircraft's doing, and you're not expecting it. You can actually lose control. So a lot of times this demo you would just leave the flaps up, but I have a lot more experience and I know what I'm looking for. So, and I want the extra challenge. So I have them in auto so that they will go into a position without me commanding it. And I don't know when it's going to happen because I'm focused on either a number, ladder position, like my nose up or something. I'm focused on something else. So I never know when the flaps are going to engage. Yeah, no kidding. But, you know, DCS killed it. So, unfortunately, that was so fast. The Phantom server was pretty freaking to actually make that work right, they'd have to give us an SDK. Really. Software development kit. To give us a software development kit, you'd be surprised what the community can do with it. They keep that shit so tight to their chest, man. There's no way. But it's fun if you ever, nobody's around, you wanted to go practice formation flying, just go to the Phantom server and fly with the full formation with, with audio, the whole deal. Here's where I was just doing clearing. Passes back and forth. Top lines. It's going to take a long time, but they're kind of on the right track ish. So they are coming out with new stuff, but in the process of doing that, from what I understand, they are getting rid of a lot of the old ass spaghetti code that they've been so married to for all these years. Mainly because one of the founders, his code was still in there, and God forbid they touch it, right? It was like sacred ground. But that caused a lot of issues with it. All the way things were mismatched. So from what I understand, flying on track, we'll see. It's almost to the point where they're going to start all over. That one of the huge things that they still haven't fixed is the playback like this. If you don't start your own multi-server, if you're just flying on flat screens, it tends to screw it up and it breaks the tracks like all the time. For some reason, it won't break the track if you do it in a server, but it does it if you're flying just so. This is the second time crash. I hit the sign, that's what I did. That's kind of Alright, so this one should be good.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied. Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Need to make another kneeboard for my kneeboard checklist. I have my kneeboard in it that I can see it in VR, you guys can't. But it has my my maneuvers list. I need to make one for my checklist. See here, I said course needle. I said heading, but I never said delta. It should have been 0, and it wasn't.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Packages by
Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
These flights hotels and hammocks for less. Expedia, made to travel. Trip planning by Expedia. We were made to have strong opinions about sailing. We were made to help you and your friends find a place on the beach with a pool and a marina and a waterfall and a soaking towel. Expedia, made to travel.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you.
Yes.
The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy,
I already
your age
have.
puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 50 to 49. Just one
Mighty
shot can help
beacons
protect
are
you.
lit.
Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do I? watch your altitude on the turnaround. Keep it flatter, you'll slow down faster. Do that, you want to just keep your nose up and go straight. You don't want to climb or descend. Just nice, same altitude all the way through. Which I didn't do. Fail. So slow speed to a high speed pass.
Sasha hated sand, the way it stuck to things for weeks. So when Maddie shared a surf trip on Expedia Trip Planner, he hesitated. Then he added a hotel with a cliffside.
The hard part
view to the
about
plan.
this one,
They both spent
it's real simple. This is the max climb. I think this one I talked about going up. It wants to woggle. So trying to stay in the lane on this one. So this is a high speed pass to 12K. And then we come in for the slow roll, so high speed to slow speed.
Nice. With Downey Unstoppable, you just toss, watch, wow, for all day freshness.
This, my roll rates were inconsistent all the way through. Roll fast and slow down. Roll fast and slow down. Should be consistent roll. I'm going to do a complete roll the length of the aircraft, the length of the runway. Too much altitude too. I'm just trying to get out. So it's a long rollway, but it's not very long. So you can do that roll a lot slower, but you'll be off camera starting it, off camera ending it. So you want to just try to stay in the length of the runway to do it. And getting that timing to where you do a full, and you're inverted at center point, and your back moves level at the other end of the runway. That timing is kind of tricky to get down. this one's kind of the thing that's hard about this one. So you know you're coming in for a minimum radius turn, right? So your fangs are in the thing like crazy. So you drop like crazy. We don't want to. We also don't want to pick up on the backside. Keep it flat. Keep our altitude same in, same out. We do have to watch for trees. So a little higher out of nitrous stuff, so you don't want to overdo it or try to hit them. The 8 point's the hardest. Cleaner on that. Keep biting the rudder on it. Plus that one you got to push because it actually tries to turn. You just want to get that nose up. Kind of let it fly down. Kind of a pain. I'll get it eventually. So everything in this mission is also available through the VAF website. It's all free. I'll see if I can leave it as at the end here. This one I want to see what happened. I think what it was is I held back on the stick too soon. So that I was already fouling too fast, so I didn't get enough air over the tail to actually bring the nose up over. And I'm still pulling too late, so I'm way crowd right instead of right over center point, which is where I want to be. Pull there. Full center, lot center. go the ailerons and finally Yep, that one always gets my attention. Pull center, pull center, pull center. I've been trending stage right the whole damn time.
Packages by Expedia. You were made to be rechargeable. We were made to package flights, hotels, and hammocks for less. Expedia, made to travel. Trip Planner by Expedia. You were made to have strong opinions about sand. We were made to help you and your friends find a place on the beach with a pool and a marina and a waterfall and a soaking tub. Expedia, made to travel.
Kroger brand products exclusively at Smith's have the great taste you'll celebrate. That's why over 40 million people choose Kroger brand products, making them a true crowd pleaser.
1, 2.
And with quality guaranteed.
Too high on entry and gain too much altitude throughout the river.
Smith's, fresh for everyone.
At AT&T, we confidently
Other
guarantee
than that,
our
it
deals.
wasn't too bad.
Unlike, hey, I ordered the crab.
7 and 8 were
Yes,
kind
that
of
is
screwy.
crab, C-R-A-B. It stands for carrot,
1 through
rice,
6
and
are pretty
broccoli.
good.
It's vegan.
Crab being crab, not
Gain
guaranteed.
too much altitude for the next
AT&T
maneuver.
guarantees the deals you want with your choice of our most popular plans, like the
Keep this
Samsung
one
Galaxy
lower
S25
on the
Ultra.
turnaround.
Because we give you crab. Offers vary by device, terms and restrictions apply, subject to change. Visit att.com/Samsung for details. AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Gained way too much on this maneuver too. My altimeter wasn't set, so I'm way higher than it was. Way lower. Altitude there too. Crowd left behind the crowd. Instead of over center. Looking at the wrong thing. Didn't slow down enough. We need to keep the boards out and back at idle for longer. forget to raise the nose on taxi back. The ending looks better. And put the boards up. Awesome. Boards up, flaps up, nose up, taxi back. Better situational awareness of where center point is as well. Front to the right. Nose is pointing correctly, but not in front of the sign. Bow. Alright, that's done. What do y'all think? Halfway decent. A lot of work to have. Still gotta work on the narration too. Some changes in that. Yours. Other than that, that's an F-5E-3 demo. For what it's worth. Okay, I think I'm actually going to call it here. I am Brian. Thanks everybody for coming out. Black Magic, as always, I love you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Saw Dom earlier. Eeyore, always a pleasure, man. Thank you for being here. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you next time. See ya.